Prosecution, do you have any more witnesses?
Prosecution calls its second witness, and this is the final witness, Ms. Kobgabe Kate.
Kate, what are you doing here?
What do you think? I'm here to put you in prison for the fraud you are.
Okay, before we can go any further, do you solemnly swear to speak the truth and nothing but the whole truth, so God help you?
Yes, I do.
Do you recognize that woman over there?
Yes, she's my boss.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah, we were, until you stole my boyfriend.
Which boyfriend now did I steal from you?
Miss Luzinda, I'm the one asking the questions here. Please describe the events that led to her arrest on the 2nd of October.
Well, I just heard Mbu. She stole from some guy, lied to him, Namubako ebintu bye, nabieta natandika business eye, eno je tukolamu kati. Typical of her, stealing around things.
Okay, so how's business doing?
Business is good, actually very good. Kubanga, watu wakatandika banga sit dene, na ye we have made a lot of money.
Okay.
Actually, 2 days, like about 2-3 days, or before she got arrested, she offered me, she asked me if I wanted to own 10% of the shares in the business.
So you took up the offer?
Yes. Naekati, I'm glad this case has happened.
Okay, this is a bit frustrating. She leaves a relationship to come to be with another man who's already with someone else, and then she has another boyfriend pursuing her. So, Ms. Songwabi, you are clearly telling us that you've been making considerable profits in a way that she offered you 10% of the shares.
Yes.
And basically, this could mean that moving away from her former partner was a strategic way of making sure that she earned all the money on her own, not so?
Objections.
Nothing further, Your Worship.
Defense, it's your turn to cross-examine the witness.
Yes, Your Worship.
Miss Kate, right?
Yes.
So Kate, how long have you worked for Miss Darling over there?
Ngo mwezi mulamba. Kumpi mwezi, because the business is not old anyway.
Really? Nearly a month. Is that long enough a time to determine whether someone is a thief, a fraud, given even the fact that she offered to give you 10%, to sell to you 10% of her share?
She was buying me so I could leave her with my boyfriend, and I know she's a thief because she stole my boyfriend.
Oh, really? So we're not here because my client stole equipment from her studio, but we're here because she stole your boyfriend. So this is a personal issue that could as well even be solved out of court, right?
It's none of my business about the studio. It is about my boyfriend. She stole my boyfriend.
Self-explanatory again, ladies and gentlemen. No further questions, Your Worship.
You can step down now, madam. Prosecution, any more witnesses?
No further witnesses, Your Worship. We rest.
With those remarks, it is my view that the prosecution has established a prima facie case, and that means that the defense has a case to answer. Does the defense have any witnesses?
Yes, Your Worship. Defense goes ahead to call its first witness, Mr. Senyonjo Stephen. So, Mr. Senyonjo Stephen, do you solemnly swear to speak the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Now that one you got right.
Well, that's supposed to be a yes?
Duh.
That affirms it. Mr. Senyonjo Stephen, do you...
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Excuse me?
It's my girlfriend over there.
Yeah, that will be established as this goes on. Will you kindly, in your words, Describe Miss Darling's character.
Exquisite. Astro-phenomenal. It's out of this world. I mean, we are on another level. Get my point? Another level. We're way up there.
Excuse me, hello. I'm talking about personal character.
Personal
character. Is she outgoing? Is she quarrelsome? Is she kind?
Milky Way. She's good. Lyrical. She's sweet. Musical. She's magic. She sells albums. I mean, she is that good.
Okay, we get that. Thank you. So, given that description.
By the way, before we go any further, I'd like to establish this before the court. What darling is. D-A-R-L-I-N-G. Leng dar. Would you be offended if I told you?
What do you mean by this? Can we please act civil and stop this kind of drama in this courtroom? Please respect this courtroom. This is not a bar or a karaoke place.
That's obvious. I know that. But this is an exquisite person. I mean, I left Kate for her.
Counsel, you expect me to control your client?
No, Your Worship. Will you? Behave yourself.
Aren't I?
As I was saying, before you rudely interrupted with your uncalled for songs in court, please, given your description of Miss Darling, phenomenal and
Astro-phenomenal.
Is there anything that would make you think she would carry out a dubious act like steal?
Do you see anything viably wrong with that item of the human flesh?
Oh,
no.
So she's clear of theft.
Ideal.
Nothing further, Your Worship.
Darling.
Prosecution,
What are they
it's your turn
saying?
to cross-examine the witness.
So, Senor,
Stick to the name Steve-O, okay?
is that your official name?
Why else would I give it to you?
Is that what you have?
Darling,
in the certificate?
Some guys here ain't on the same floor as me and
You
you.
talk to me, not her. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you know what Darling does?
Oh, yes, I do.
What does she do?
She makes music.
Makes music.
Yeah.
You know where she makes her music from?
Yes, I do.
Where does she make the music
Her
from?
heart.
Oh. You can say that
Please
again,
act
baby.
civil and stop using this kind of language.
My dear, I gave out a straight answer. He
Mr.
asked the question.
Senyonjo,
He's being
we are not here to
honest.
flirt. Neither are we here to express our emotional disturbances to this court. So please, tell us, what does Miss Darling do?
At least you have that answer straight up. She makes music.
Okay, she makes music. Where does she make the music from?
Obviously a studio.
Okay. For how long has this studio been in existence?
You know, when you're having fun, time flies, but you just don't keep track. Music and more music and more music. So,
For how long have you known her?
how do you spell forever?
Um,
For long, for a duration.
Which duration is this? Be exact, please.
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
And you think she's an angel?
Think, my dear, I-K-N-O-W, I know she is.
Information we have is that the studio seems to be doing very well. Is that correct?
It's doing awesome. I mean, it's on the next level. It's on the third world.
And how often are you at the studio?
As I told you, track of time is out of our thinking. Music is
Most
what
definitely,
fills
we can
us.
say all the time you're at the studio.
Yes.
And how many songs have you made with her?
Baby, somebody here is not getting something. We don't keep numbers, do we? It's only the lyrics, right?
Your Worship, this witness is a total scam.
What are you talking about?
He's here to just act. I don't know, it looks like a comic or a clown.
Objection, Your Worship. The witness has a right to his opinions.
Thank you very much. Now she is on the same page with
Objection
me.
overruled. And the counsel, please stop using that kind of language.
Apologies, Your Worship, but I'd expect that any witness that comes here knows that we're here for serious business.
And who is not?
And he's only here because he thinks he'll be able to get into a hand and also earn some money from him. So I think he's not a person.
Can we have order? All of you sit down.
Can I ask one question? Just
No, you don't ask questions. You can step down now.
this is not fair. Darling.
What you're doing does not help me in any way.
Would you be offended if I showed you how much I love your lips? You know, I will never let you go. My love is beautiful. Here we go.
Defense, do you have any more witnesses?
Yes, Your Worship. The defense goes ahead to examine its last witness, Miss Luzinda Darling. Miss Darling, will you
Yes.
kindly describe what happened on the 2nd of October?
Well, on the 2nd of October, I decided to shift since the business is mine, the studio is mine, and everything is mine. I own the company, I own the studio. So I decided to shift, and my partner wasn't around. As always, when I was shifting, I tried to call him first. Nenga esimutaita. It wasn't going through. I don't know whether it was off or not. So when I could not get hold of him, I sent him about 3 texts to let him know that I'm shifting. And yeah,
Okay. That, Your Worship, is quite correct because I have a printout of her call records. She actually tried to call him thrice and the number was not going through. Yes, it was not available. In other words, you could have switched it off. Then she sent him 3 text messages that are currently on her phone, and I have evidence, Your Worship. That is to confirm that my client is innocent. She informed her partner that she was shifting. It was up to the partner to deny the fact that he saw already the messages. Nothing further, Your Worship.
Prosecution, any questions for the accused?
No, Your Worship. I think I've had enough drama for today.
Okay then. Based on the evidence presented to this court by both parties, the court has reached a verdict. Miss Luzinda Darling, court hereby finds you innocent of fraud on account of issuing false statements by officials of companies contrary to section 324 of the Penal Code Act, Laws of Uganda. Simply because the records show here that you tried to call him many times, and the messages also are showing in the phone records. So you have no case.
I'm innocent.